I hope you were able to add the button here just below the Miles Compose. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is just say button as such, and you should have an option to create a button. Hit enter, and then there you have it. Very simple. One of the main parameters that is passed in is the onClick, because the idea is that a button needs to retrieve or needs to listen to an event and respond to that event. It makes sense. So that's why the onClick is right away given there. And there is indeed a to-do here. There's a code block here that needs to be filled. What is that we want to happen when the buttons click? First of all, as it is the button right now, notice it says button and then there's onClick, and there is the row scope. So this is where we are going to add the contents inside of this button. So in this case, we're going to pass a text because we want to give this button a label. Let's say text. This is going to be saying what it's going to say. It's portfolio. And as always, we can always pass other parameters. In this case, I'm going to say style. I'm going to style this button. And to simplify, I'm going to use material, theme again, and I'm going to go to typography and button. So there is a typography for button. When we talk about typography in general, we talk about the font, the types, and so forth. Okay, so let's go ahead and refresh and see what will transpire from this. And there you have it. So you see there is a button. Let's go ahead and run this just to see on our emulator. And there you have it. Very nice. I'm going to make this a little bigger and close that down a little bit. Okay, it's looking very good. There's that button, and all of this is given to us. So click, you can see there's that ripple effect. We didn't have to do anything really. All of that is just there for us. So in this case here, I'm going to show you onClick. So onClick, we want something to happen. But for now, I'm just going to say log D like this. And if you see that, just hit enter. This is going to allow us to log a few messages into our debug console. Okay, so I'm just going to say here clicked, and I'm going to change this to clicked like that. Okay, this is the tag. And now I'm going to go down here, open our logcat. This is where we're going to see all of the messages coming from our app. I'm going to change this to debug because this is D for debug. And let's rerun this. Okay, this is a little smaller. So now if I click, you can see clicked, create base card, clicked. Now we know when we click the button, something happens. In this case, we're just logging out this message to the console. Great. So we made a lot of progress here, and I hope you're still seeing how things work, at least at a very high level. And I have to remind you again, I don't want you to get too worried. This is just to get you started real quick to see at least a little bit what's possible with Compose. And I do realize that there are a few things that I'm leaving out, and it's all intentional because I promise we will get back to all of this, all the intricacies of Compose. We'll talk about them later. But now we're just trying to get something running so we can actually feel good about ourselves. Very well. So we're getting really close to finalizing our app. The next thing we're going to do is to make sure that when this button portfolio is clicked, we're going to show a list that will have some dummy data pertaining to our portfolio, or this person's or this developer's portfolio. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.